Iran authorities arrest actress of Oscar-winning movie. State media said on Saturday that one of Iran's most well-known actresses was detained by authorities on suspicion of disseminating untruths about the country's ongoing statewide protests. According to a report by IRNA, Taraneh Al-Adusti, the Oscar-winning star of The Salesman, was arrested a week after she posted a message on Instagram expressing her support for the first person, who had recently been executed for crimes allegedly committed during the widespread protests. Other Iranian celebrities, according to IRNA, had been called by the Judiciary Authority over publishing controversial content. There was no information about how many or any other specifics. Al-Adusti was detained for failing to offer any documents in line with her claims, according to the report posted on the official Telegram channel of the state media. His name was Mohsen Sheikhari, the 38-year-old actress wrote in her message. Every international agency that observes this bloodshed without doing anything is an embarrassment to humanity. Sheikhari was put to death on December 9 after being found guilty by an Iranian court of obstructing traffic in Tehran and assaulting a member of the nation's security forces with a machete. In conjunction with the protests, Majid Reza Ron-Evert, a second prisoner, was put to death in Iran last week. Ron-Evert's body was abandoned as a grisly cautionary tale dangling from a construction crane. Ron-Evert allegedly stabbed two members of Iran's paramilitary force, according to Iranian authorities. Less than a month after they were indicted, both men were put to death, highlighting how quickly Iran now carries out death penalties awarded for alleged offenses associated with the protests. Activists claim that at least a dozen individuals have received death sentences in secret proceedings. Since the protests started in September, Al-Adusti has posted on her Instagram account at least 3 times to show her support for the demonstrators. The 8 million followers she had on her account have been suspended. After 22-year-old Mahsa Amini passed away on September 16 while being held by the morality police, protests erupted across Iran. Since then, the demonstrations have developed into one of Iran's most significant threats to the theocracy that the Islamic Revolution of 1979 erected. The Iranian government and its police force have previously come under Al-Adusti's fire. After criticizing the police on Twitter in 2018, for assaulting a woman who had taken off her headscarf, she was handed a 5-month prison sentence with a 5-month suspension in June 2020. The Beautiful City and About Eli are 2 further motion pictures in which Al-Adusti has starred. Authorities detained Hangame Ghaziani and Katayun Riahi, 2 more well-known Iranian actors, for publicly showing support for demonstrators on social media. They've both been let go. Human rights activists in Iran, an organization that has been following the rallies since they started, claims that at least 495 people have died in the demonstrations despite a strong government crackdown. Authorities have taken custody of more than 18,200 persons.